Oh boy. Boys, we got some good ones today. So I've been messing with some obsidian, as you can see. A couple of these recognized from videos. Kind of showing them off all together, because why not? Yeah, check them out. Which one do we start with? Which one do we go with? I say we start with the Lind Coulee first. So Lind Coulee, I did mostly. I got more flies landing on me. I'm not going to make the same mistake as I did the other time. Back off, Jack. So the Lind Coulee. This was made out of some of that very interesting, very, very smooth but gray obsidian. I really liked this stuff. And I made it after the wind dust point because I messed up my thumb. It's healed quite fine. It did go nice and deep, but that was an ouchie. So my pressure flaking was not in the greatest of shape. So this is all pretty much indirect percussion. I used my precision indirect as well as my regular 3/8 inch copper rod. The precision indirect uses a 4-gauge copper bit on the end. But yeah, I think it turned out really well. This fly's driving me nuts. It keeps landing on me, tickling me, throwing my focus off. I was able to get some nice big pop outs on it. I didn't bother to do the tip all too much because you can only sharpen so much with indirect like that, and I'm not quite skilled enough yet. I was able to do some, and this is plenty sharp. If you get this thing flying, it's going to go fast and it's going to go through something. So let's measure out here. There's no translucency to these. This is, oh, just a shade. It's 2 7/8, I'd say. Maybe just a shade under. Not bad at all. Pretty standard for a Lind Coulee point. But I wanted to make one of those just to kind of have. And Jesse made the viewer request to do the Western stem points. So here one is. Very nice, very cool, very wonderful, wouldn't you say? Yeah. And speaking of the Western stem points, and I did of course do the basal grinding on here as well, but speaking on the Western stem points, we got to go to the other one that we had, that we also made on video, where I got bit. I got bit while doing this one. The wind dust. The wind dust point. I like the name wind dust. It seems mysterious and fanciful. I can't tell. Is that stuff or is that on the... I can't tell if that's on the point or if that's... I think it's on the point. I need to get some eyeglass cleaner down here and clean this thing off. It's got a little bit of staining on it from something, who knows what, but it's that same gray obsidian. Beautiful stuff, wonderful stuff. It's got like the very, very subtle, like dark lines to it. There's a spot somewhere on here where you can kind of see a bit of a color shift, but it's really, really nice. I was able to get it nice and thin. Like I said, I did get bit while making this one. When I popped off a pressure flake, the flake popped off, and as I was following through, it went into my thumb and sandwiched itself between my palm pad and my thumb. So I got stabbed, but I was able to get through that. It wasn't really that bad. It was just kind of like an ouchie. First injury on video, so that was fun. But this thing turned out wonderful. Again, no translucency to it at all, but now I have a wind dust for the collection. Another request by Jesse. This one is hovering right around, I want to say 2 3/4. 2 3/4. But yeah, very nice, very beautiful, very wonderful. I really liked this obsidian. I still have another piece of it. Not sure what I want to do. I might try and do a hasket. I don't know. It just seems like a bit of a waste. I might try to spall it down just a little bit more before trying to do that, because I don't want to waste this stuff, because I don't think I have any more. This was just in a mixed box, so I didn't really, order it at all. Moving on to the dacite one. So I found a piece of dacite, and I was like, oh, what the heck? How long have you been hanging out? So I made this nice little, to be honest, I'm not sure. But it turned out quite well. This is very, very pointy and very, very nice. I forgot I bought way back, I bought 20 pounds of this stuff, and I used it so much that I started to hate it. And then I got like 12 pounds of gold sheen, which I thought I was going to like, and I also didn't like, but I actually liked this stuff more. But yeah, it turned out pretty darn alright, I'd say. I am very happy with this. There was an issue right here. You can kind of see the little remnants of it right there. I took a flake from this corner and cleaned it all up, so it got a low spot in there, but it cleaned it all off, which I'm happy about. I'm real happy about that. And then the flake pattern on this one just turned out really, really nice. I did like a really nice final pass on it. I don't think, nah, there's no translucency to this stuff either. But this one turned out quite good. It was a very skinny piece of dacite too. It wasn't much bigger than this. This one's sitting comfortably right again at 2 3/4. So very nice, quite good, quite wonderful, I'd say. Very good, very excellent. I do like that one. I like that one a lot. And then, of course, here recently I've been practicing on my Clovis points, and I think I did justice on this one. I'm very, very, very happy with this Clovis. Extremely happy, in fact. I was able to get some really nice long pressure flakes. I had one that went all the way from there all the way up into there, which was just wonderful. This is peach pit stuff. It's nice and sharp. I erred on the side of caution when I was doing the profile, and I left this side flat, and I kept the curve up here because I didn't know how long this flute was going to go. Because I was like, okay, well, we're going to send it, and we're not going to hold back. So I wanted to have as much insurance as I could in order to let that flake go if it was ending up going. And it went a little bit over halfway, which is kind of the nicest one that I've had so far. On the other side, I had this one flake right here that put this dip right in here. I wouldn't be so much worried about this because if I could have shot a flute into here, I just would have smacked it a little less hard. But this one dip in here, I just couldn't clean it out without messing up some stuff. So I only single fluted it. And then there was that high spot here too that I kind of wish I would have taken care of. But, you know, all things considered, I am in no way complaining because this is wonderful. This is magnificent. I'm so, so happy. And I kept the flute flake. I kept it. I was able to hold on to it. Let's see. Lost some of it. For refitter there. It's hanging out right in there. Shot her up and into it. Sirree. Don't know where the base went. That one went into the stars, but when that baby popped off, oh man, a mosquito. I just killed it. It fell down. When that popped off, I was like, oh my goodness. Good gracious. My nicest one yet. This is easily my nicest Clovis yet. And I was messing myself up because for the longest time I was believing that the whole like Clovis thing was like, you know, they were mainly percussion napped. Well, I did that for the longest time, and I would always get like really wide flutes, as you saw in the Flint Ridge Clovis. That's an extremely wide flute due to the force that I was having to exert with the indirect rod. It kind of spread out a bit, but this one I was able to do a bunch of trimming with pressure flaking, and that really allowed me to kind of establish that median ridge. I don't know, it's not like incredibly prominent like a Scots bluff, but it's enough, and I mean clearly it worked, so I am remarkably happy with it. Let's do some measuring. I don't think I've measured it yet. I've just been talking about it. Oh, just barely 3 inches. Just barely. That flute ended up being about 1.5 inches. So yeah, it was about halfway, or exactly halfway almost. And this stuff, this has translucency. This is that peach pit obsidian. So it is beautiful inside. All those dark patches. And if you hold it up to the light, it's got like peach to it. I'm so happy with this thing. You have no idea. This might be one of my favorite obsidian pieces. Oh, does this do anything? Not really, no. But it's got like little floaters in it too. It's just wonderful. It is just absolutely wonderful. I am so pleased. And also, got a surprise for you guys. I traded for 2 Cascade points made by a viewer, Mr. Dell85. He made me 2 cascade points upon my request in trade for some of my pressure flakers. So I requested a cascade point because of the Kenwick man. He had one of these bad boys in his hip and it like healed around it. Like, that's crazy. I can't imagine something like this going in to me and then staying there my whole life. The dude was tough as nails. That's insane. But he did one of these, which was, this looks like some regular obsidian, nice and strong. These are sturdy. These are you could really mess something up with one of these bad boys if you get it hauling. And then that one doesn't have any translucency, but this one does. He gave me a triple flow one. Really like this one. This is a really good one. This is going to be a good addition. And it's like, it's got peach. The triple flow is peach in there. It looks magnificent. Let's get a light on it. It is beautiful. Look at that. Fantastic. Absolutely wonderful. I love it. I love it so much. I love how it's like kind of got like a 3D effect because the color swirls, like, you know, they're 3-dimensional. It's not just like a flat plane in there. So they all kind of swirl through. Like, that's awesome, man. I love these. I promised to put them in a showcase video for him so we can get my words of appreciation, which I will happily share because these are wonderful. Let's measure them just because why not? I mean, we've done it for everything else. The regular obsidian one is about 2 3/4, and the triple flow is sitting right at 3 3/8, maybe just a shade under. But yeah, beautiful work, man. Love these. These are awesome. Thank you so much. It was a worthy trade, in my opinion. But let's get the whole gang. Let's get them out here so we can send off on this nice short little video. I'm really happy with all these. I really am. These are all wonderful. Especially that Clovis. I'm just tickled by it. I'm just so tickled, guys. It's something about, like, I don't know why people do drugs when they could just flute Clovises. I mean, you want to talk about a rush. I was shaking. I was absolutely shaking when I was pulling my hand away to see if the thing snapped in half. And then, of course, the western stem points and my little dacite dart there. Yeah, that's awesome. That's so good. I'm happy. I love this obsidian stuff. It's great. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed them as well. I mean, I've been enjoying doing these showcase videos. I do have more to come. And if you have any points that you want to see me try and do, I might try to do a Clovis point on video at some point. It's going to be a long video, just be forewarned. But I do want to try to do another Clovis like this since I think I'm getting the hang of it now that I'm understanding how to do the pressure flaking along with the indirect percussion. But yeah. I've been loving this obsidian. This obsidian's great. If you want some of my pressure flakers, reach out to me. I have my email in the description of this video. I trade material and points, as well as anything else for pressure flakers. So just feel free to reach out. Clearly they work, and they work very good. But yeah, awesome. So good. I appreciate you guys tuning in for this point showcase. Let me know which one is your favorite. If you have any questions, or just to share your thoughts. I appreciate y'all watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.